Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to see one of the basic coding skills problem, which is nothing but the factorial value. Okay, let's see here. You will be given a number and your task is to find the factorial value of it. We know how to find the factorial value, right? The mathematical calculation of factorial value is very simple. See, for example, if the number given is a 5, then the factorial value would be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Like this, starting with that number, you need to multiply the consecutive numbers, right? All the preceding numbers in front of it till you reach 1. In this way, we can able to compute the factorial value. Okay. Now let's see how we can approach this programmatically. Okay. Let me give you the explanation part first. This problem can be solved in two ways. The first one is an iterative approach and the second one is a recursive approach. Okay. Iterative approach means using the loops, and by iterating over the loops you can do it. Well, the recursive approach means dividing a big task into similar smaller tasks and summing up all the results of the small task in order to find the solution of a big problem. Okay. Let's see all these approaches in detail. Now let me explain you how to approach for an iterative approach. Okay. Let's see. For example, I need to compute the factorial value, right? I will take my factorial value initially as 1, right? Now what I will do means, until I reach to the n, for example n is 5, until I reach to the n, I will multiply all possible values to the factorial, which is nothing but, what are the all possible values we can take? We can take 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is the range of values possible that could be multiplied, right? See, 1 into 2, the fact value will be changed to 2. 2 into 3, fact value will be modified to 6. 6 into 4, it will be modified to 24. 24 into 5, it will be 120. See, we got the value of 5 factorial, right? Quite simple. Just we are going to do a simple thing, which is nothing but fact equal to fact into I, where I is the all possible numbers within this range. Okay, within the range of 2 to that number. Okay, this is all about the iterative approach. And recursive approach is also quite simple. See, we will take a function in order to compute the factorial of a value. Okay, factorial of a given number. Now, if the given number, right, whatever the number you have given, for example, if it is less than or equal to 0, right? For example, if it is 1, that would be good, right? If it is 1, then in that case I will return 1. Otherwise, what I need to do, very simply I can do like this. See, I can do the number multiplied with, again call that the same function. Let the function be factorial. Factorial with its preceding value, which is nothing but n minus 1. Now what happens internally means, for example, if you call the factorial of 5, see 5 is not equal to 1, right? So 5 into factorial of 4, 5 into f of 4. And similarly, 4 f of 4 will be further split it into 4 into f of 3. F of 3 will be further split into 2 into 3 into f of 2, 2 into f of 1, like that. And the results will be combined in the reverse direction in order to get the complete solution of a big problem. Okay, this is called a recursive approach. Anyway, we will code both the approaches. Let's see programmatically how we can approach this. Let me tell you the iterative approach first. Okay, very simple iterative approach. What we need to do means, for that I'm going to take a method which is a calculate factorial. Calculate factorial is my method, and it is going to take a parameter x. Okay, it is integer parameter is taking, and it need to return the factorial value of it. Okay, now see what was the approach. As I told you, I need to take fact equal to 1 initially, and then I need to take the integer I, such that what are the possible values of I could range from the 2, and I can move up to the x value I plus plus, and what are the possible values are there, you have to multiply with the factorial, means fact equal to fact into I. That's it. By iterating over this loop, you can able to perform this operation. For example, x is 5, which means 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. This operation could be performed, and whatever the result will be stored in the fact variable. Okay, and at last we are going to return that fact variable. This is the iterative approach, guys. This is the iterative approach. Why? Because we are taking a loop here, iterating over the loop, right? My task is what? I need to read an integer, right? Let me give a message as printf, enter the number, right? Enter the number. I have entered a number, and now I need to read it, right? Scanf, I need to read it. It's an integer, so percentage %d ampersand of n. What are the value that given by the user, that would be stored into an integer variable n. Now my task is very simple. I'm going to take a long result, okay? Long result variable, and this result variable is holding the whatever the value returned by this function. So let me copy this function, and this is the function I need to take, and for this function I need to pass the parameter, that is whatever the value I read, right? Now at last I need to print the details, right? Double, right? It's a long, so ld, percentage ld, and I'm going to print the result, right? Hold a minute. Let me give a message here. Factorial value is percentage ld, and what I need to print, result variable. Okay, let me save this and let me try to execute. Hold a minute. Yeah, it is executing successfully. It was asking me a number, right? I'm going to give a number 5. Everybody can able to observe 5 factorial value is 120. And let me check it out a little bit with another test cases. Let me give the another test cases, guys. Let me give a test case of 4. 4 factorial is 24, right? How? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. 2, 2, 3 is 6, 6, 4 is 24. That is what we got here. Okay. And like this, you can able to compute the factorial value for any number. Okay. This is called as an iterative approach. Let's go for the recursive approach then. See, a recursive approach, reading the number and storing in a variable n and calling the function and printing the result. Everything is same. No need to change anything. But the actual changes here. What do we mean by recursive function? Means a recursive function is a function, but it calls to itself. Okay, inside this function definition there will be a call to itself, so that is called it as a recursive function. Okay, let's see how to do it. Quite simple. First we need to check it, right? The base condition or the termination condition means when to stop my process. If n equal to 1, then yes, I reach to end of the problem, then I need to return 1. Okay, if n equal to 1. Else, right? Else means what? We know 0 factorial is also 1, right? So it's not a big issue. You can take like this. If n is less than or equal to 1, you can return 1. And else, in that case, what you need to do? In this case, you can simply return n into, and you need to again call that same function. So this is call it as a recursive call. Okay, factorial, right? Factorial, n into calculate factorial of x minus 1. Hold a minute, here everything is x, right? Let me change to x. When it x is less than or equal to 1, you can return the x or return 1. When it is more than 1, then in that case you need to do x into calculate factorial of x minus 1. So by iterating over this, you can able to get the factorial value. Internally what is happening means, you call a function like f of 5, for example. It will be further split up into, you see 5 is not less than or equal to 1, so 5 into f of 4, this will be executed. Similarly, 4 is not equal to 1, so this will be again split into 4 into f of 3. This 3 is not less than or equal to 1, again split up 3 into f of 2. This 2 is not equal to 1, not less than or equal to 1. Again you split up 2 into f of 1. Yes, see, here 1 is equal to 1 means the return will be 1. 2 ones are 2. So bring this result here. 3 2s are 6. Bring this result here. 6 4s are 24. Bring this result here. 24 into 5 is nothing but 120. This would be my result, which is nothing but the factorial of 5. Okay, let me check it out. Let me save this and let me hold a minute. Let me save this. Hold a minute. Yeah, let me execute here. Everybody can able to see the output pane, right? Now observe, I'm going to give an input of 5. See, the 5 factorial is 120, but this time I have used a recursive approach, right? Let me one more time. Yeah, let me give a 4. 4 factorial value is 24. Like this, you can able to calculate any factorial value using the recursive and the iterative approach. Okay. And this is all about today's session. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe our channel for more videos like this.